Hi, welcome to Recovery Sunday. Hope you guys had a great week. I was reminded yesterday when I was doing a team training how much my students, especially my athletic students, relish and appreciate child's pose for all its qualities. So I thought today I would show you guys the traditional version and two variations that you can practice. And child's pose is a great recovery tool. It helps your back, your legs, your ankles, your feet, good for shin splints. There's just a host of benefits to this pose and no reason not to do it. So let's get started. A couple props that might help would be like maybe a pillow or a blanket. If you have a yoga brick, that's always a good prop to have handy in this pose. And so we are going to start with the traditional version on all fours. And you're going to want to take your knees a little bit wider and bring your big toes together and push your hips back towards your heels to come into it. And then a couple variations that might be helpful here. If you don't have a block or a brick or a pillow or whatever, I always tell during my team trainings that they can stack their fists and rest their forehead if they need a little bit more room and need to have the floor come up a little higher to meet the forehead. That'll help relax the back. Or if you have a yoga brick, you can certainly use that underneath your forehead. And also too, if you rest your forehead on kind of a hard surface, it can help headaches. I've used this to help me get over some really bad headaches. At least it worked for me. Give it a try, what the heck. And then you might want to add a little bit of support in the torso area. So you can kind of bring a pillow or blankets or just fold some stuff up to rest your torso on and then support your head if you need to there too. And then the last thing I might mention is if this is hard on your knees, which it can be sometimes, maybe taking a blanket and rolling it up and then putting it right there in the what I call the knee pit and just allowing that to take some of the torque off the knees in this pose. All right, so that's the traditional version of it. I'm going to take the props all the way for this next iteration. So coming into the traditional version of child's pose first, we're going to add in a little bit of a side body stretch, which is quite nice. You would walk your left hand out to the side and then walk the right fingertips over toward the left hand. Rest and just sink into the side stretch here underneath the rib cage, and you're going to feel a nice stretch probably in the outside part of your arm as well. And make sure you do the other side, so then you walk the right hand out and the left fingertips over. So you're kind of curving the body a little bit like a banana shape, and that's going to help, again, facilitate that side element stretch to that variation in child's pose. And then the last variation I want to share with you, it's also called puppy dog. So from all fours, you can take your hands out well in front of you and maybe take your knees back a little bit. And for this version, we're going to focus our stretch in the shoulder area too. So keep your hips high, but send them back, all right? And then you start to feel that stretch, that nice deep stretch in the shoulders and the traps and the rhomboids back here. So that can be really helpful, especially if you're playing football or basketball or any sport where you have to reach up. That's an excellent variation. So that's it for this week. Have a great week, you guys. Be awesome. See you next time.